Hello, everyone, and welcome to twitch.tv/The Onyx Path. My name is Travis. My pronouns are he and they, and I will be your story guide tonight. Normally, at this time slot, we are playing Scarredlands Sins of Shelzar, which we've been playing for the last several years. But tonight, because we had a couple players out, and because we have an incredible Kickstarter going right now, called They Came from the RPG Anthology, we decided to do a special one shot of They Came from Camp Murder Lake. And to tie those two together, we're using the quick play rules that are in They Came from the RPG Anthology. It's one of the several amazing things that you get when you back this book on Kickstarter. It is a new core rule book for They Came From. It contains, there are 5 genres that are already in the book, and then I believe there are 3 or 4 genres that are being voted on by backers. So if you back the Kickstarter, you get to vote and help decide what genres are included. The book contains quick play rules, which we'll be showing off tonight a little bit. It also contains the first rule release of Storypath Ultra. So if you want to check out the new Storypath system, that is available in there as well. And there's currently 2 weeks left in the campaign, and we're a little under $1,400 shy of the base goal. So if we were a little closer by the end of tonight's stream, I would just be a happy camper. Other things I wanted to make sure that you are aware of: Onyx PathCon is coming up June 16th through 18th. We're going to be having actual plays, panels. We've got content spread out over 4 different channels, and we are partnered with Start Playing Games to facilitate people setting up their own games to run or play in. All the proceeds, I believe, all the proceeds are going to charity to the Bodhana Group, our charity choice, and we'll also have opportunities during the con to donate to Bodhana Group directly. If you want to check out the full convention schedule, it is up not only at the last week's Monday meeting notes at the Onyx Path, but is also up in our Discord. There are events programmed in for every panel and actual play that's coming up. So if you're not a member of our Discord, go over there and join. It's free. It's a great place to get together and talk about our games. A couple other things I want to make you aware of real quick. We are going to be using Roll20 tonight because They Came from Beneath the Sea is available on Roll20, as well as several other Onyx Path products. I've just thrown a link to everything that's available at Roll20 in the chat. There's also a couple of bundle deals going on for the month of June, so check those out. June is the anniversary of Onyx Path Publishing, and it's OPPCon, so we like to do a lot of deals. We've got specials going on over at Indie Press Revolution on select games, dice, and accessories. So I'm going to throw the link to that in the chat right here for you to check out. Those are traditionally printed books, dice, accessories, things along those lines. We also have bundle deals over at Drive Through RPG for the event. We're going to be running a different set of bundle deals each week during June. So you can head over there and check that out. Speaking of bundle deals, we are also helping support the Big Bad Con, which is like a I guess nonprofit online convention space, just to create somewhere for people to get together, to play, to feel safe, to have a good time. It's run by I believe it's run by POC organizers, so it's a good cause. So we're happy to throw a few of our books in that bundle, and that is also available over at Drive Through RPG. And let's see, what's the last thing I wanted to tell you? Oh, right. If you're a fan of Werewolf the Apocalypse, the Apocalyptic Record has come out today in POD and PDF. That is also available over at Drive Through RPG, but it helps if I put the right command in. Okay, so now that we have covered all of the promotional considerations for the evening, let's dive into our story. We are gathered here today for a They Came from Camp Murder Lake adventure entitled Carnage Camp. So, as we begin, we start open up on a title screen. They came from Carnage Camp, written in bloody, blood smeared letters. We fade outward and we see a campsite. Uh, Cabins are in slight disrepair. They look like they've been abandoned for some time, but they're not completely destroyed. They haven't been completely neglected. They've weathered the elements fairly well. There are a couple of vehicles scattered throughout this small campground. There's a sign out front that says Camp Cunningham. And the camera, as it moves through in a long tracking shot, we pull into the first of the cabins. In this first cabin, we find a pair of would be, soon to be, about to become counselors. Um, Mary Beth, a just turned 18, just graduated from high school, somewhat shy bookworm, is unpacking her bags across the cabin from her roommate for the summer, Heather. So, Heather, please describe yourself. Tell us what the camera sees when it pans across Mary Beth's somewhat plain red hair up in sort of pigtails, glasses, freckles, wearing sort of a somewhat plain, perhaps even a little frumpy dress, and it pans over from her to Heather. What do we see?
Heather's about 5'9". She's she would probably be pretty, but she looks like she's had like a rough time. And she's probably looks 3 or 4 years older than she should. Um, and she also looks like she probably would cut you. Um, and yeah, yeah. So she's I don't know. I don't do descriptions very well.
I think you did a great job. Thank you. Um,
That's why I have editing.
and as you're sitting there, sort of unpacking your things, getting ready, uh, Mary Beth says to you, "Did you see that old man on the rusty bicycle on the way in?"
The crazy guy.
Yeah, it kept saying something about boom, boom. I couldn't hear. I had the windows rolled up and I was listening to Taylor Swift, but he was shouting something fierce. Almost ran him over.
Yeah, don't give him any money because then he'll just keep coming back.
That's probably true. That's probably true. So my name's Mary Beth. By the way, I guess we're going to be roomies. This is my first time ever being a camp counselor. I've done sleepaway camp before, but never as a counselor. And I saw this place was hiring. Uh, I hope they don't. I know that the ad said that it was a fixer upper camp, but I don't hope they don't need me to know too much about carpentry or nothing.
Do you guys talk this much?
Oh, sorry. We ain't nervous. I talk a lot.
I see.
I'll go back to packing. And the camera continues moving on out the other side of the cabin, through the grounds, where it enters the next campsite, where a pair of individuals are also setting up, unpacking their bags, getting themselves ready for the summer. And the two individuals we see in this room are Jack and Lionel. The camera first pans across Jack, so if you could please describe yourself for us, Jack. What does the camera see?
I have blue hair. I'm an athletic football player, so probably a QB, quarterback, in case people don't abbreviate here.
Perfect.
I don't want to assume.
Perfect. I think that right there sums up Jack as a character.
It
Um,
does. It does.
and as it passes beyond Jack, we see Lionel. Please tell us what we see when the camera settles on Lionel.
Lionel's like he's a pretty tall kid. He's pretty lanky. He's got on like some like all black fit. He's got like a black crop top on. It's like a Christian Death, band shirt. Some short shorts. And some high top Converse. He's got like a little black mullet going on, like a wavy mullet going on, and he's got some guy liner.
Excellent. I love it. Now, as the two of you were pulling into the camp, you also witnessed this older gentleman, looked probably 50s or 60s, looked like he hadn't bathed in probably half of that time, wearing very ratty, dirty clothing and shouting something at you as your cars drove past. What would Jack's reaction have been as this old man was shouting something at you as you drove past?
He probably would size him up and then chug his beer.
Excellent, right on. Safety first. Definitely
Yep.
drinking a beer while driving. Smart plan.
Hmm.
So absolutely did not hear anything that the old man had to say.
No.
What about Lionel? What would Lionel's response have been?
I don't know. That guy probably just looks like a tweaker from like Jersey, where I'm from. He probably looks like my Uncle Nino, or some kind of like weird like Asian crust punk. His days are way behind him, so I was like, I don't give a fuck what's going on with him.
Excellent. And what if any is the conversation happening between Jack and Lionel as you're unpacking and getting ready for the summer?
Bro, I can't believe I have to come to this camp. Like, I could be partnered up with my men, my fans. I don't know. This is not where I wanted to be. Where's my beer? Which is one of my quips.
Excellent. You may make a note that you have +1 enhancement on your next dice roll.
Come on, it'll be fun, which is one of my quips.
Yes.
Well, it's easy money. A bunch of fucking kids around here. You make sure you just don't drown in the fucking lake, and you're good. You just make sure you keep them alive. You just give them hot dogs and shit. Who gives a fuck?
Don't drown in the lake.
Excellent. As you're having this deep philosophical conversation about the nature of camp counseling, the camera continues to pan out the door of this cabin and into the door of the next, where two more camp counselors are unpacking their belongings. First, the camera reveals Nancy, a brunette girl. Looks like she's probably 22, 23, maybe one of the oldest counselors that's due to be working here this summer, at least at this stage. And she's dressed in just a pair of the short like athletic shorts, like your like the kind of things you'd wear to a gym class, and a Camp Cunningham t-shirt that is vintage. It's old. Says summer of '86 on it. She has her brown hair is kind of feathered in the front, feathered bangs, and she looks over at her cabin mate for the summer, Becky. And what do we see as the camera pans to Becky?
Well, I'm just a girl. I have like short brown hair, like little braids. I'm wearing like a little pink dress with ruffles, just the usual. And as I'm unpacking all of my little plushies that I brought, like a suitcase of just stuffed animals, of course, I look over and Nancy was like, "Hi, what's your name?"
Oh, hi, I'm Nancy. You're Becky, right?
Oh my God, how did you know?
Yeah, I was. I was assigned to be. Um, I guess I'm technically in charge until the camp manager gets here on Monday. So I have everybody's names and kind of a list of kind of what you're supposed to do, the work stuff. The construction crews already came through and did most of like the hard labor. We just have a couple things we need to clean up, a couple things we need to get ready for the kids. Um, but that can wait. I figure we'll all get settled in and maybe we'll have some fun tonight um, and then we can get to it tomorrow. First thing.
Oh wow, so you're like practically in charge. I am so excited. And I go and hold both of her hands in mine. It's like, I just know that we are going to be best friends.
I hope so. It sounds like it's going to be quite a fun summer. Um, and just as she finishes saying that, uh,
Like famous last words.
you hear a scream come from the south. Kind of a piercing, shrieking sound, loud enough that everyone in the camp hears it.
Oh my God, what was that?
Nancy says, "I don't know. That was odd. We should look into it." And she starts walking out of the cabin. It is currently probably about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So the sun is still up. It's early summer, um, though it's approaching the golden hour.
God damn, it's our first fucking day. Can we last like a fucking hour before something goes on here?
You better
God.
go see what's going on. These kids are
Fucking
gonna kill
son.
us.
Do I have to do something to be able to be like somebody who carries a weapon on them? Like what? Because I would think she would carry like a knife or something.
No, you can absolutely have a knife. Actually, because we're using the quick play rules, each one of you gets to determine one piece of equipment that you have that gives you a +1 enhancement. So in your case, it could be a knife.
It's probably a switchblade.
A switchblade is absolutely fine. And I do know specifically that Jack has a trope that you have a specific piece of sports equipment that gives you extra enhancement. So you can decide what that is, if that's a hockey stick or a baseball bat or a cricket bat.
I'm gonna go with a hockey stick.
Excellent. Excellent. Um, so, who else is leaving their cabins? I see on the map that Jack is making their way out.
Yeah, I'm getting my switchblade out. Where did it come from?
To the south of you, to the south
Okay.
west of you.
I'm gonna pop my switchblade out and I'm gonna go to the door. Well, I probably would go to like here. And like look around before I head around.
Excellent. So you're going to look around up top. Why don't you go ahead and give me, just for giggles,
What's my
uh,
roommate's name?
your roommate's name is Mary Beth.
Mary Beth.
Yep.
Give you a what roll? Sorry.
Why don't you roll? Let's do integrity and whatever mental attribute you would like to rely on. Are you using analog dice or are you using the dice roller in Roll20?
I use my dice.
Excellent. Yeah. So
I
you
don't
just
like rollers.
so you just take a number of dice equal one die for each of those dots in the two.
Okay, I don't have any for integrity.
That's fine. What mental attribute would you like to rely on?
What am I doing? Like, does it?
Yeah, it's for noticing, for paying attention to your surroundings.
Okay. I don't know what dexterity makes sense. I don't think it does it? What makes sense?
You could go with cunning if it's about like quick
Okay.
thinking. You go with resolve if it's about like taking your time to look over. You go with intellect if it's about just using kind of your knowledge, I guess, for lack of a better word, of the terrain.
I guess resolve.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a number of dice equal to your resolve. You are looking for 8s or better.
1.
Excellent. As you're looking around, you immediately notice, while you don't see anyone, somebody's camera disappeared. Hopefully they return quickly. While you don't see any people or any movement out there, you do notice that the various car trunks or hoods rather seem to be like popped open. You also can clearly see at least one of the tires, one of the cars has had the 2 tires that are facing your side slashed.
And I'm pretty sure that I would have noticed that, right?
Earlier, yes, most definitely.
Yeah,
Like these
okay.
are like the vehicles you arrived in. This is like
Okay.
somebody
So-
slashed your tires.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna turn back to Mary Beth and I'm gonna say, are you gonna stay in here or
She says, "Oh goodness, should we go out? I don't want to be alone." She runs over to you.
you're gonna have to be quiet though?
Oh, I can do that.
All right. I'm gonna make my way to here.
All right. As you're making your way that direction, the rest of you are all kind of heading down to this southern cabin. And as you're kind of walking along, you can definitely hear, Heather, you can definitely hear the movement of the rest of the counselors. Like, what was that? What was that? Walking down this central walkway.
Okay. And do I see anything else?
Nothing else at the moment, no.
Okay, then I'll rush over to like here. Well, to one more further so I can see.
Sure.
And I'll like call Mary Beth over to follow me too, because I don't want to turn around and find my roommate dead.
Understandable.
Can I ask a quick player question? How do I get the boxes of everybody to be small?
The boxes of everybody to be small?
Yeah, like with the name. Like I have all the photos of everyone. It's covering like half of my screen.
You should have a there should be like a gear for your settings. You should be able
Yeah.
to hit. And then if you go into audio and video and go to video display and select names only from the drop down.
Great, thank you.
You are welcome.
Sorry, my internet went out.
You're totally fine. We have
No one died yet.
Oh, good.
we have managed to
Yeah.
survive so far. Yes,
Except for the car tires.
except for the car tires.
Oh, the screaming girl's not dead.
Well, you have nobody's
yet.
nobody's gotten to her yet, so you don't know.
Oh,
So as you're making your way up there, Nancy gets up there first. Are you planning on giving her a wide berth, Becky, or are you stand like right behind her?
I am holding to her shirt.
Excellent.
Like, no, don't leave me, Nancy. I'm so scared.
And as you are walking past the first window of this cabin toward the door, Nancy's sort of got her attention focused on the door, almost to the point of exclusion, just beelining on it. But you glance in the window and you see the window seems to be covered up from the inside by some sort of thick, dark fluid.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Nancy walks up and opens the door. Are Jack and Lionel, are you trying to close the distance as they're walking over to do this, or are you hanging back and keeping a reasonable distance?
Yeah,
I'm going in.
going in.
All right, so the two of you kind of rush
Mostly
up.
because like Jackie's going in, and I don't want to like look like a pussy in front of him because he's like
Yeah.
really big and shit. You know.
Absolutely not, of course. I would like to remind you, speaking of which, that you do have 5 rewrites that you can use to spend on the cinematics that I handed out with the packet that you all got. Once you use the cinematic, it's gone. So just to keep that in mind, that is an option that you have. All right, so the door flings open. Nancy flings the door open, and this allows the
I
first.
scream.
Excellent. Before you see anything,
Yes.
beautiful. Are you going to actually look into the room, or are you just going to like bury your face in Nancy's shoulder and not even look at whatever is waiting for you?
I'm not even gonna look. I'm just gonna look. Like the anticipation's killing me.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay. So yeah, you don't even bother to look. You just scream, freak out, and hide your face. Nancy kind of freezes in place, somewhat overcome with shock, allowing Jack and Lionel to make their way up to the doorway. Now, as you're moving along, Heather, are you slowing down when you hear the second scream, or are you going to speed up?
Asked me.
Yes.
Sorry, I was distracted by the sounds in the house. I think I'll speed up a little bit.
Excellent. So you kind of come rushing up, but you get about here before Jack and Lionel see into the cabin. And the sight you see before you is it appears as though the other cabin mate, Alice, who you had not yet met, she was the other counselor that was supposed to be there. It appears as though she was in bed. As you near the door, you do hear dripping and like a buzzing sound. As you look in the door, you see the bed has been folded up completely, and there's just splatter of blood going out both sides, as if she was folded in half while laying in the bed. There's like an arm sticking out of one side, a leg sticking out of the other side, and you just see something that's covered in blood buzzing and flapping around on the top of the folded bed.
What the fuck? What's can I get closer to see what the
And
buzzing
he's
thing is?
screaming.
All right, you peek and
I'm
do
just
it.
saying what the fuck over and over. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Because of that, I'm like, what?
I want to see what the thing that's buzzing is.
It becomes, as soon as you step into the room, it becomes very clear to you what exactly is buzzing. It's about 8 inches long or so. One might refer to it as a personal massage device.
They're selling at Walgreens now. Just saying.
I think this thing's got too many settings.
Is one of those settings murder?
That is for what?
I'm going to pull up closer and quip. Your compassion is overwhelming.
Excellent. You may have +1 enhancement on your next die roll. Please keep track of that. So, would you? What all would you like to do now that you're all standing there and there's this body that's clearly been folded in half in a very, very, very unnatural fashion?
Nope.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Nancy says, "We have to
The
find
potato
out.
chip made it.
We have to find out who did this and see if we can help her." And Nancy runs in and tries to like
Oh
fold
God.
the bed back down. And
Oh
as she
no!
run,
No.
No.
as she's running in, she's kind of slipping a bit in the ever growing
God!
pool of blood beneath this folded bed. She does catch
What the fuck are you
herself
doing?
before she falls. I'm trying to get her loose. She might still be alive in here.
I don't think she's fucking
I don't
alive.
think
What are you
so.
talking
No,
about?
no.
What fantasy world do you
No.
fucking live in? I can't fix this shit. You gotta just call the cops. We're done
Yep.
here.
Yep. Somebody call the police.
That's a great idea. She pulls out her cell phone and says, "Fuck," and starts holding it up. Do any
Look,
of you
I
have
just want to make sure everybody knows the cops don't need to go in my bunk at all. Like it really, there's no reason because I've never even met that girl.
Yeah, like me neither though. Like they can just stay like here though, right? Because I got
Yeah.
Well, they can't do
Something in my
anything if we don't
suitcase.
have any signal. Do you have signal on your phone?
I was trying to check in.
All of your phones are completely no signal.
I'm only holding my knife.
I'm gonna chuck my
What are you
phone
doing
across
with
the
that?
thing. Chuck it
I'm
right
gonna
across.
close my switchblade and put it away.
Right. So
Put it away.
you're throwing your phone like across the cabin or just like on the ground?
Absolutely. Yep, all the way
Right.
across because I'm pissed.
As you throw your phone across the cabin, you hit a door on the other side, and that door like springs open a bit. You can see it was slightly ajar, and this becomes very clear that there are some bloody footprints walking away from the bed. They're illuminated by this.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't think we're supposed to just go like traipsing around on a crime scene. If you guys are trying to call the cops, maybe we should like get away from the crime scene and try to
What the
get.
fuck are we? The
Cops.
Scooby Gang?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
no.
you're right. Yeah, we should go to the cars. We should definitely go to the cars.
You're
and,
really smart.
Nancy takes off running toward the cars.
You probably don't want to go to the cars.
She shouts over her shoulder, "Why not?"
Oh, you'll see it when you get there, I guess. I saw it from my bunk.
She runs and gets to this corner, and then you all notice her head stop and her body keep running.
What the fuck?
And after about a second, the head drops onto the ground.
Wait, did you know that was gonna happen?
Who are you?
What the fuck?
It becomes clear to you that what she had run into was apparently an extended hatchet, as the 7'5" or so wall of human being steps around the cabin. He's dressed in what appears to be like a work, like a one-piece sort of overalls in a deep gray, and is wearing a pillowcase over his head.
It's called a boiler suit.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, he steps around the corner
Nope.
and starts walking toward you.
Fuck that.
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
go
God.
this way.
So you're all going to take off running?
I'm gonna go
I
this
am.
way.
Probably.
Excellent. So the two of you run off in different directions.
I'm gonna follow the delinquent.
Which delinquent is that exactly?
Right? Narrow it down.
All right. So in that case, what we will do is we will get a nice little initiative order going. So we'll see who can get away. Give me
How do you roll initiative in this?
just a moment. So what you will do is you will take the higher of your athletics plus cunning or your empathy plus dexterity. And you will roll that number of dice. And give me just a moment to get everybody a turn order.
You said athletics and cunning or what?
It's athletics plus cunning or empathy plus dexterity, whichever is higher of those combinations.
Same thing. All right. D10s, right?
That is correct. That number of D10s. Or if you, I can walk you through how to use the Roll20 roller as well. Doesn't matter to me. I'm fine with either one.
Got an 8 and a 6.
All right.
Hang on.
All right. So you're looking for 8s or better is how you.
How do I roll?
I got
Do
one
I
8.
do parentheses and then the number of dice, or
What's
how
up?
do I roll 20?
Oh, okay. So when you have your sheet open,
Mhm.
all right, you'll go. Which skill set are you using? Because story path is skill forward, so you always choose your skill first.
Empathy, dex.
Excellent. So when you click on empathy under skills, the little die next to it, a little pop-up should come up that will ask you which attribute you're using. You select that from the drop-down. In this case, it'll be dexterity. And then you hit submit. And you get no additional dice on this.
Okay.
And then it'll ask you if you want to roll that total. You say yes. And it will give you that total. Break it all down nice and easy for you. Make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Yep. Give it a shot.
I did it, I think. Yeah, I did it. Shoo.
Excellent. So we have a total of 3 successes for our innocent. You had 1 success.
Good.
What's up?
Is that good? Did I do good?
It's better than nothing. How many successes did our wild child get?
What?
1? Excellent. The nerd is going to be going on, remarkably enough, no successes.
Oh no.
For some reason, I'm just having a bit of a time. There we go. Our good friend in the mask gets 1 success. So, the first action will go to Becky. What would you like to do? Where would you like to go?
Oh, I was not prepared. I want to run away
That
and
is-
hide behind this tree. Wait, where's the murderer? Where's the murderer?
The murderer is to the north of you.
Is that the blue thing?
There he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Okay, I'm here.
Excellent. So
Hide.
you go and run and hide in a tree.
Yes.
Excellent. That brings us to our good friend in the mask. He is going to run. Well, not run so much as walk at a brisk pace. This far toward you. And that will be his turn. Lionel, what would you like to do?
I'm trying to like put a little juke move here going on. So I'm gonna keep let's go around the corner again, like the opposite way of where he's going. So I'm gonna go like over here.
All right.
Possible.
Excellent. Yeah, you can move 5 squares without having to like roll or anything, just as a move.
I'm gonna go around this corner over here.
All right. Anything else that you'd like to do? You want to try to hide, or are you just going for straight movement?
Yeah, can I jump in these bushes over here?
Sure. Why don't you give me? You can either go with athletics to try to jump, or with larceny if you're trying to hide.
Let's see here. I got way more in larceny than I do in athletics. What?
You sound hot. Where are you from?
Jersey, where are you from? Secaucus?
Oh my God.
Wait, hold up. So I'm clicking larceny, the D10 button, right next to larceny.
Yep, and then it should ask you in a pop-up what attribute you want to combine that with. I would suggest probably dexterity, but I'm open to other physical attributes if you want to rely on one of those.
I do like stamina.
Oh, sure, I'll allow that. Sure, yeah, you're trying to make sure that you don't get tuckered out. Sure, why not?
And then how many additional dice? I can add my quip dice from before, right?
You get a +1 from the quip. Yep.
+1. Okay. Submit. All right. Is that good? That's not good.
Well, let's see how good you got. That's 1 success, so not too bad. Could be better, could be worse. You do leap into the bushes and are.
But it's not a critical success, though. It's a 10.
So a 10 counts as 2 successes. Yep. So actually, the way that should work is you would have 2. Thank you. So yeah, you are able to hop in to the bushes. You're fairly certain you're pretty well hid. It does not count as an exceptional success, though, so you do not gain directorial control. And that brings us to. I'm sorry.
Can I see Secaucus girl from over here?
See who?
Secaucus, Becky.
Becky, yes, you can. You can see her like at the base of the tree, just standing with the tree between her and where our good friend is. And that will bring us around to Heather. What would you like to do, Heather?
How far can I run and stuff? Like, how do I?
So you can, just for quick and dirty purposes, you can move 5 squares without having to roll anything. If you want to move further than that, as long as you can make a successful athletics roll, you can move an additional 5 squares.
Well, what if I don't have any athletic stats?
You can just roll one of your physical attributes and hope for the best.
Why do you have athletics but no dots? Why is that?
Because all of those skills are the skills that are available in the setting. If you have no dots in it, you just don't have any dots in that skill.
Okay, so the check means it's available.
Yeah, if you have a check,
and the dots are my character.
So if you have a check mark next to it, what that means is that those are your path skills. And if you look at the quick play rules, as you gain damage in this game, you get bonus dice on your path skills.
Okay.
So the more hurt you are, the more dice you get, basically.
Okay. All right. Then I'm gonna try to run. I'm gonna see if I can run to like here.
Okay. So go ahead and give me that. If you don't have athletics, just go ahead and give me a physical attribute roll of your choice.
I can do dexterity then.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I can roll one more for my whip.
Yep.
Two.
Excellent. And remember, if
Well, hold on. Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Hold on. I need to see.
Remember, if any of your dice come up 10s, they count as 2 successes. Is it a 1 and not a 10? Is that the problem?
No, it's a 9 or a 6, and these dice don't tell you.
So it's a 9.
We're gonna say it's a 9 because I'm okay with that.
And it's my birthday next week.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
All right, so you do manage.
They're not marked. I'm gonna have to remember to like do something to mark this die.
Gotcha. That's always
and
fun.
It's not the same layout as my other dice.
So you do manage to run up into that cabin that had been abandoned. That brings us down to Jack. What would you like to do, Jack?
So the killer is the like silver or blue dot.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, cool.
Yep.
That's
yeah.
what I thought.
If you zoom in, you'll see that it is a token of a man with a pillow over his head, pillowcase over his head.
That's fantastic. I'm gonna dip out down and around so I can't move my token because I'm on my phone. It's too small for me.
Sure, no problem.
But
Can you ping?
can I ping it? I don't think it's letting me. Let me see.
No, I don't see a ping. How about
Oh, I moved me.
there you go. All right.
There we go. Over there is the goal.
Excellent. So yeah, you can move basically to here without having to roll.
That's good.
All right. Do you want to take any other actions since you didn't roll to move?
Who is at the top there? It looks like he's probably going after that person.
Right
She's
there.
dead.
That's Mary Beth.
Who is at the north of the killer?
That that's where Nancy's head landed.
Oh, that's Nancy's head.
Yeah, she already did.
Yeah, her body's
That's
probably
fine.
her body's probably about here if you can see where I'm pinging.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it took some extra steps before it fell over.
Oh my
Um,
god!
am I allowed to hold an action here?
You can if you'd like to. Yeah, so you're gonna just sort of get your hockey stick ready to pounce.
Either that or like maybe like get ready to throw something to distract him or something. Just I want to see what he does before I decide what I do.
Okay, excellent. That brings us to
Mary Beth.
Mary Beth, and Mary Beth is going to scream and like put her hands up to her face and just start stomping in place. She is not coping well with what's going on here. Doesn't seem to have a plan. That brings us back around to Becky. What would you like to do, Becky?
I'm gonna hide in the tree.
Excellent. You want to do larceny to try to hide, or do you want to do athletics to climb the tree?
Let me see which of my attributes is better. Nothing in larceny. What was the other one?
Athletics.
2 in athletics. Okay.
And which attribute would you like to pair that with as you're climbing the tree?
And I'm gonna pair it with resolve.
All right, excellent. Yeah, you're determined to get up that tree. It's totally acceptable. All right, sure. Go ahead and give me that roll. Let's see what we got.
Okay.
Excellent. So you jump
Ooh.
up and like put both of your feet, like both your feet are off the ground and they step on the bark on the side of the tree, but you can't quite reach the bottom branch, so you just slide back down.
I knew I shouldn't have skipped PE.
Excellent. And that brings us to our good friend. He takes another 5 steps and throws the hatchet in his hand at Mary Beth.
The suspense is killing me, Travis.
Really killing Mary Beth.
Can I see that from here?
You can, yes, absolutely. 1, 2. So you got 4, actually 5, 6. Plus 1 scale, so it's +2 enhancement, so that's 8. So as he throws this axe, it splits Mary Beth's head completely in half
Oh my god!
and sticks into the wall right here.
Oh my god!
I've decided to use my action to run away.
Excellent. You are going to take off running. Go ahead and give me an athletics roll, please.
Okay, so it's athletics, and then I'll do stamina. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 1 10, 2 10s, a 9, and then I used one of my quips. So do I get an extra roll or a plus 1 or something?
Extra die. Yep.
Extra dice. 7. So 2 10s and a 9.
Excellent. You take off just booking ass. You can actually move. So that's a total of 5 successes. You actually can take directorial control with this if you'd like. So what that means is you can add a element that hasn't yet been explained into the game as into the scene as well while you're running away. So, like for example, if you wanted there to be a riding lawnmower on the other side of the cabin, you could do that. Or if you wanted there to be some farm equipment over there, anything you'd like to add to the scene, you could do so.
Okay. I'll run around to the back of the cabin, and there'll be like a little golf cart.
Excellent.
And I'm definitely hopping in with the keys.
Excellent. You hop over into the golf cart.
Nice.
As that sort of interrupted Victor's turn, the next thing that Victor would like to do is use his special ability, Run and Hide, and he's going to focus that attention of that ability on poor Becky, who can't seem to get up the tree. And the way Run and Hide works is there's no escaping the slasher once he targets you. The slasher can target one individual each scene who gains a level 3 complication on attempts to evade the vengeful slasher, no matter where they go or how fast they move. So every time you make a roll to try to get away, you have a complication of 3. The complication means that if you don't resolve those with successes, something bad happens, even if you do succeed.
Oh my god!
And that will now bring us back around to Lionel. What would you like to do?
So he's making a beeline to Becky, right?
No, he doesn't. You see, like his head is turned toward Becky, but he's still walking straight toward where his axe is stuck in the wall. Like he's like, I'm gonna get you in a minute. I got to get my axe first.
Oh my god!
There's a lot going on here. So I'm in the bushes. So I'm gonna try and like sneak like out the bushes on the other side and make a beeline because the cars are over here, right? Am I pinging right?
The cars are like up here.
So like north of the map, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to make a beeline to the cars.
All right. So you're just gonna dash as fast as you can dash.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead. I'll allow it. You won't need to roll because there's no real impediments in your way. So you run. You can go ahead and get up here, and you get like to your car. When you notice that the hood is lifted up.
Son of a bitch. I'm checking it.
All right. You pop it open, and not only is your car battery gone, but the old man who you drove past and disregarded his warnings on the way here, his head is in the engine where your battery should have been.
Holy fuck! I'm like tripping my. and I'm gonna use the car horn and be like, "Hey, fuckface, over here!"
You run over and start slapping the car horn and realize that with no battery in the car, the horn does not work.
Crazy. I'm so screaming.
I didn't know that actually.
I didn't know that either.
What's it gonna run on?
I don't know
It's
anything
not like
about
an
cars.
air horn. It's not.
I want it to be an air horn.
Excellent. So you start making a bunch of noise and ruckus up that way, trying to get his attention. And that brings us back around to Heather. What would you like to do, Heather? Oh, you're muted. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm actually gonna head up this way too, because I can hop in here and go grab things out of my bag
Excellent. What would you like
that
to?
I would like to have on me.
What would you like to get out of your bag?
My chemical enhancements so that I can use that when the time do come.
Excellent.
So I'm gonna throw like, I don't know, my one hitter and some weed in my pocket.
Excellent. You're like, holy fuck, there's a killer. I gotta get my weed. Hold on.
Priorities.
The only thing
priorities.
worse than watching your friends get killed is having the killer then smoke your weed.
Right. That would be pretty. That would be pretty.
That would be rude as hell.
Pretty not okay.
Yeah.
All right. That brings us over to our jock Jack. You are now in the driver's seat of this golf cart. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna swing around and try to pick up my friends. I guess I can't really see where everybody is from back here.
No.
So I just remember them being in the bushes. So I'll drive around past the killer that way.
Are you going up north of like around the north of the cabin you came from, or around the south of the cabin?
You're gonna drive past the
around-
killer? Have you ever seen
I'm
him?
gonna drive past the killer. I know, but I'm trying to help people out.
He
So I'm gonna
just
drive
chopped a girl's head off and her legs kept running.
It's fine.
That's right. It's a horror movie. We all make bad decisions. You know, we've never seen a movie in this universe. You know, they don't exist.
You go driving.
Don't exist.
I love this. You go driving right past the killer. I would like you to roll pilot, please.
Oh my
Oh
god.
God.
And whatever
I don't have any pilot.
whatever physical
Too bad you didn't pick me up.
attribute you would like to go with.
We're gonna go with dexterity
Excellent.
because I have no pilot.
And
so.
he's going to roll close combat and might because as you drive past, you see he's looking the other way.
Okay,
And as you
good.
go driving past, you see his head snap directly toward you as he extends his arm outward. So go ahead and make that
Hey,
piloting
what
roll.
does the truck pep talk do? Because I can yell, "Oh my god, you can totally make it!"
Sure. Just 1 second. I thought I had opened up the full packet that I sent you. I did not. So give me a half a second to get the packet open.
Hey, oh, you're so sweet.
Your trope was pep talk.
Is running a cinematic the same as an action? How does that work?
You can just anytime that you want to spend the rewrites, you can kick off a cinematic.
Okay, I would like to kick off a cinematic then.
Excellent. What cinematic would you like to spend for?
Party.
Party is not available. If you look at the thing, I don't believe party is available until somebody dies.
Oh,
people die?
well, I
Our
mean,
friends have died.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll allow it. Why not? All right. So you're gonna kick off party.
Do Mary
Yes,
Beth.
and I have an
Nothing to
idea. An actual party bus full of people got lost and pulled off to get directions.
Excellent. Okay. So as
Oh my God, that's fantastic.
as Jack is driving up and the killer turns to try to punch through Jack's face, you're going to shout. What was it you were shouting at Jack for your pep talk?
Oh my god, you can totally make it. you can totally do it. The
Excellent.
Fast and the Furious.
That will give +2 enhancement to Jack's roll, and you hear "Nothing But a Good Time" by Poison start playing from
That's fantastic.
like the road, and flashing lights start filling the area. But first, let's see that piloting roll, please.
So thank you, Melena, because I had 0 successes and now I have 1 9 and a 1 10. But I have a thing where when I go in and save people like recklessly, that I get something, but I can't scroll through my sheet on my phone. It's too small.
Okay, so
I can look.
You can't read
Hang
what
on.
the name of the trope is?
I can't see it. It won't let me scroll.
Hang on, I can look. I'll kick everyone's ass or a trope. Instrument of pain. I'm going in, or that all you got?
I'm going in.
Excellent.
I'm being reckless and I'm going in.
Excellent. 1 second.
Thank you, Melena.
You're welcome.
It's important. You need to use as many. You can do this once a story. You can throw yourself unprepared into a dire situation. You may buy off a complication for free. Not necessarily going to apply here. There's not any actual complications that you're experiencing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But good thinking. Hang on to it for next time.
Okay.
So that's
Next time I'm reckless.
so you got, what was your total result on your roll?
So I have a 10 and a 9. So 3?
So that's 3. And that's just with rolls, right? You didn't did you roll
Correct.
the dice that
Yeah, that's
from Elena as well?
Yes, that's with my dice.
Okay. So technically what those count as is enhancement is rather than rolling them, normally they would just be bonus successes, but we're going to go ahead and let you, because you rolled them, we're going to let you have those successes. That's 3.
Oh, sorry.
Which would be good. No, you're fine. Would be good for you, except that our good friend, the killer, got 3 successes and has +1 scale on all physical attacks. So you managed to weave kind of at the last moment, but you hear a thunderous crack as he knocks your right shoulder like remarkably out of socket. Like, you effectively have 2 shoulders on that arm right now. And you can go ahead and mark 2 of your injuries as filled.
Okay, I'll have to write it down because I can't mark it.
Sure, I'll go in and mark it on your sheet too.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So you are now at that'll leave a scar. Just so you know, the effects that has on your dice rolling are you get a bonus die on all of your rolls, whether they are path skills or non-path skills. So anytime you roll now, you get a bonus die.
Yay.
The party has pulled in, and it ain't nothing but a good time. Unfortunately, Mary Beth is no longer in this mortal coil. So that brings us around to Becky. Becky, what would you like to do?
The party bus would have stressed out Mary Beth anyway.
That's probably accurate. That's probably accurate.
Did I make it past the killer or did I stop? Because
you went past, but yeah, like so if you'd imagine like when he punched you in the shoulder, it like pulled your arm completely out of socket and shoved it back far enough that the ball socket of your shoulder went up against your like rear shoulder blade.
Mm.
Well, I was driving towards Becky, so I don't know if she can get in, but that's an option. That was the goal, because I thought people were over there.
Absolutely. I'll allow that. Sure. So, Becky, the golf cart pulls up next to you. If you want to jump in that golf cart, you're going to need to make an athletics roll, please. And you have a complication of 3 because the killer has
You
decided
have
to
a
make...
complication of 3.
Oh god, that's a really hard golf cart to get into.
What am I gonna do? Athleticism and composure.
Sure, yeah, trying to keep it together. This is a very stressful situation. I will allow it. Go ahead and roll athletics and composure.
I don't even know what I rolled, but I'm just already crying.
Okay, not too bad. So you got that's 3 successes. Because again, that's we use tens count as 2 successes instead of re-rolling. So you got 3 successes, which is exactly enough to. You have a choice. You can either buy
Can
off.
I use beginner's luck? Is my first time running into a golf cart.
Do you have any dots in athletics?
Athletics?
Yes.
Yeah, 2.
Then you can only use beginner's luck if you don't have dots in something.
Ow.
So you can choose to either avoid injury and miss the cart, or get in the cart but take 1 injury as you twist your ankle getting into the cart. Because you did not get enough to resolve the complication.
Can that be just a flesh wound?
Yes, that would be just a flesh wound.
Okay, then yes, I will take the injury and get in the cart.
Excellent. You get in the cart and start tooling away. That brings us to our killer, who walks over.
Hi, I'm Becky.
Pulls the axe out of the wall and then looks up at the party bus. And as he looks up at the party bus, he steps down around and disappears behind the cabin. And
Oh gosh, he disappeared.
ending the combat for now. What would you like to do now that we are no longer in combat?
I'm gonna duck over here and hit my header.
Excellent. You do so. The party bus pulls in past you as you're banging on the steering wheel and parks right here. I'm just
I
gonna.
was actually gonna say, can I enter a cinematic for a badly lit scene?
Absolutely. So, what would you like this badly lit scene? Let's see.
All right. Okay.
Go ahead and describe for us what that does.
So basically, we got a little flashback kind of, or I guess, we'll play other games, seeing the characters staring farther there.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
what?
this allows you to spend up to 3 rewrites. Now you've already spent 2 for party.
Mm-hmm.
So you only have 3 in the pool right now. But you can spend up to 3, and each one lets you add an additional prop or detail to the scene.
I wanted to add like a little revolver under the seat of my car.
Okay. Excellent.
Got a little 6 shooter under there.
That only costs you 1 rewrite, and you pull your little Saturday night special out from underneath the driver's seat of your car. These 2 come puttering up in their golf cart, and the party bus opens, and you hear the driver like, "Now wait a second," and you just see people start pouring out, drinks in hand. There's smoke rolling out of the side of the party bus, like it's a Cheech and Chong movie, and a girl comes stumbling, splashing her liquor out of her little martini glass, comes stumbling right over to the golf cart and says, "Hey, I think we got lost. We're on our way to
Shut the fuck up!
Atlanta."
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Get us the fuck out of here! Get us the fuck out of here right now!
Get us out of here. Why? What's the matter? Why are you in such a rush for? You're super excited. Look, relax, man. Have a good time.
Shut the fuck up. I'm not gonna go into the bus. Get us the fuck out of here. There's a fucking killer over here.
You step onto the bus and shout, "Get us the fuck out of here! There's a killer over here!" And you see the back door of the bus rip open.
Son of a bitch.
He pops up, and the rest of you are like in eyesight of the back of the bus. You see him sort of step around the corner behind this drunk girl, and just rip the back exit door off the party bus and step on. As he starts walking through the bus toward you, Lionel, you're treated to a visual cacophony of blood and gore as he walks by and like twists the head off of a partygoer, shoves his fist through someone's chest, and like shakes their body off until it tackles another person.
Sarah, you did this to these people.
I'm just like, oh,
It
shit.
was very fun.
I'm back
That's
around.
what I'm here for.
All right, you go running off the front of the bus, and
He's on the fucking bus. He's on the fucking bus.
as you're shouting,
Get in the cart! Get in the cart!
as you're shouting at each other, you see blood just splattering against the windows of the bus from the inside. To the beat
many-
of Nothing But a Good Time by Boys.
Oh God.
I would 100% watch this movie on this trailer alone.
Right?
The drunk girl
True.
says, "Hey, that's my ride," and like, turns and starts walking over toward the bus.
We
She's
should go
dead.
the other
Just
way.
let it go.
Oh no, Jack!
Get us the fuck out of here.
Are you all?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Are you all hopping onto the golf cart?
Yeah, I guess that's the choice we have, isn't it?
You are absolutely okay. So there
Everything
are
else is flat.
there are 5 of you trying to go on this golf cart. So I'm gonna make you make a pilot roll for me if you don't mind, Jack.
I can pilot if you guys want me to.
Sure.
Excellent. You're gonna
My
Aren't
shoulder's
you
pretty fucked anyway.
intoxicated?
I'm fine.
you're gonna have a
You
complication.
shouldn't drive if you're intoxicated.
You're gonna have a complication of 2, just because of the additional weight on the on the.
Okay.
Oh God, what are you implying?
I can gain a +2 to for the chemical enhancement though.
Yes, so that would effectively
cancels the
cancel it
stuff
out.
out.
Yep.
Nice.
And that is 110.
Good thing she
Excellent.
smoked before she was driving.
So that counts as 2 successes. You all start puttering off. You get onto the road that leads to the main street, and it's probably about a 2-mile stretch. You're moving along as fast as this golf cart will take you. After about 45 seconds or so, you start hearing like a loud banging noise up ahead. And it occurs to you it's a chopping noise. And you also start hearing splintering along with that chopping noise.
Oh no.
All right, let's get off of this thing and run.
All right, as you pull the cart to a stop, you see a tree about a quarter mile down the road fall onto the roadway, cutting it off from outside access. You look back and you can see the bus itself is now on fire, smoke billowing up into the sky.
One of you did this.
All
right. I'm just saying.
You're gonna
They
take
just
off
want us.
running.
Pithy. Yeah.
Excellent. As you run, you wind up on the shore of the park's lake, Lake Carpenter.
Map supposed to change?
Yes. Did the map change?
Nope.
Nope.
Give me a half a second here.
It's nothing
There it
but
is.
a good bean.
Okay.
Got
Okay. Okay, who am I missing? Who am I missing?
Me,
Nobody.
no, I'm
I got you. All right, cool. So you come running
Somebody
up.
else is dead.
You come running up to the shore of the lake. As you start, now that you have a minute to catch your breath, you all start to remember this urban legend about Carnage Camp. It's said that in the 80s, there was this camp in the northern part of the state. The exact location would change each time the story was told. But supposedly, one of the camp counselors was in the midst of fornicating with the husband of the camp owner instead of watching the children. And as the camp owner came out and started yelling at her about this, she slipped and fell and broke her neck and fell into the lake. As she was slowly drowning with the broken neck in the lake, she cried out a curse to that camp counselor that her child would be born an evil monster that craved the blood of the innocent and would haunt this camp forever. 5 years later, there was a massacre at the camp, supposedly blamed on this cursed mutant child named Victor Voorhees.
Fucking course.
Did somebody tell this story to us like out loud just now?
I know you all just kind of start remembering this urban legend.
I have never heard of this. Was that the boogeyman? That's a quip. I get a +1.
That's hilarious.
Stop kidding around. I got another quip. That's my quip. Now I got a +1.
Make sure you're tracking it.
Yeah.
I never should have come here. Another quip. Let's go.
Excellent. So, what would you like to do now that you're on the edge of the lake?
I can't believe I'm gonna die a virgin.
And then Jack will strip his clothes off and be like, I'll help you out.
Do we have enough points for we can use a gratuitous sex scene cinematic?
You can
Yeah,
use
we
it.
all just have sex together.
So
No, everybody doesn't have to.
After you learn about the curse of the lake, you all drop down and have some sex.
all right, so
I mean,
we're
that
gonna
happens a lot.
the gratuitous sex scene cinematic.
Oh my god.
Let's see. So what that does is, at the cost of one rewrite, the two of you can effectively disappear off into the distance. But when you do, you're basically drawing the killer's attention to you.
He loves to catch teens murder having sex.
I'm
Do.
worth it.
His favorite thing.
All right, excellent. So the two of them just wander off.
Maybe we can find a way to get out of here while they're
Distracting the killer.
Yeah, distracting the killer. What do we do though? Do we like? Would there be boats somewhere?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we like get the fuck out of here?
There is a boat that's near the edge of the lake, but it's just a lake. There's no there's no like river out.
Like in circles. And the killer like at the edge.
I mean, whichever way is the direction of like the city, you know?
I mean, you can go across the lake if you want to. You know, that'll get you closer to town.
But this killer
Fastest way is a straight line.
God.
All right. So are the two of you then in fact going to get on a boat?
You're gonna leave us behind?
Yeah, fuck you guys, you know?
That's fair. Yeah, fuck you guys. We don't know where you went.
All right, excellent. The two of you hop on a
We're
boat,
very clear.
and we cut back.
How long could this take? 2 minutes?
We cut to the woods. In the woods are lovely teenagers. See, give me just half a second here. Have just completed they're laying on the ground, wrapped in the
Afterglow.
afterglow and a jacket, effectively cuddling. As you're speaking, what's the pillow talk here? What's the
Does it normally end that fast?
I can't help it. It's just who I am. That's one of my quips.
excellent? That's going to come in handy. Give me just a second. Amazingly enough, I didn't actually think I was going to need to do this. Okay.
I'm glad we could throw a wrench in it. No one was ready for the sex scene. That's all right.
So
That's how I feel in some horror movies too.
as you're having this conversation, oh my goodness, is it normally over that fast? You are looking into Becky's eyes, Jack, and you see something glorious and familiar and wonderful and beautiful in them, some sort of connection that you've never quite noticed before. But I need you both to give me an integrity roll, please. And you can pair that with whatever mental attribute you'd like to see if you notice something.
I have no integrity.
Excellent. Well, clearly that is accurate. So go ahead and just give me a cunning roll, please.
I got 1-8.
1-8. Excellent.
Yep. And then do I get an extra die for my quip?
You do get an extra die.
Or is that an enhancement?
You get an extra die for your quip.
Oh, it was a 2. So still an 8.
Excellent.
I'll do integrity and composure. And then I have 2 extra dice for my quips.
Yep, go for it.
Do I get an extra dice for being injured?
Yes, you do.
Oh, I get an extra dice for being injured too.
Yep, so each of you can just roll a d10 in there in the chat.
Still nothing.
Still nothing? All right.
1. Just 1.
Excellent. You notice the crunch of somebody stepping on a dry twig, like right as you're also noticing the beauty in her eyes.
Oh no!
So that's
What was that?
4 with the scale, 5 with the weapon.
Ah!
Uh, you're reflecting on how beautiful her eyes are,
No.
and you continue to do so as they start getting lower and lower and land in your lap.
Wait, what?
Her body, her neck begins spraying blood all over you, like gallons of it. An absurd amount. It goes on for about 45 seconds. The camera cuts away real quick to a shot of a distant tree stump, and the tree stump is just hit with a bucket of random blood. As we cut back to you, you see Victor standing with a foot on Becky's shoulder, and drawing the hatchet back to take a swing at you with it. Her head is in your lap. You have died. But when you die, the good news is that you, the player,
I can't just be this is a flash move.
you gain. No, you took 5 levels of damage. You gain 2 additional rewrites for the pool, and you may still play cinematics.
Cool.
So, what would you like to do as this head lands in your lap, Jack?
I'm gonna yell, "I'll kick everyone's ass," which is a quip, and then I'm gonna fight him with my hockey stick.
Excellent.
Oh, no.
Which of course is within arm's reach.
Absolutely.
You can't not have it there.
You leap to your feet with your hockey stick. Go ahead and give me a close combat roll. You may use might if you'd like to.
Do I do anything for my hockey stick since it's my instrument of pain?
Yeah, so Instrument of Pain gives you an enhancement. I believe it might actually give you scale. Let's see.
Close combat. All right.
Oh no, it has the deadly tag, so it does additional damage when you successfully hit with it.
Okay, so I have a 10 and an 8.
Excellent. That's 3 successes, and you have a +1 enhancement. That's enough. You hit him, and where are you aiming for as you strike at our killer?
Probably the crotch since I was sitting down.
Excellent. You high stick him right in the sack. He leans forward and lets out this hideous roar, and then tries to step on your head.
Oh God.
So you can roll a defense roll here. That would be your choice of, you can go with stamina if you want to just try to take it. You can go with composure if you're trying to keep yourself together so you don't panic. Or you can go with resolve to just kind of stare him down and not be scared.
Stamina.
All right. So go ahead and roll.
Does that also get an extra dice for injury?
Yes, it does.
And is a 7 a success or no?
8s or better.
Oh, I have nothing.
Excellent. He brings his knee up to like almost touch his forehead as he then stomps down on your face, dealing 1, 2, 3 plus scale of 2, so that's 5 levels of damage. Your head explodes like a watermelon at a Gallagher show as blood and brain and sinew spray for 20 feet in every direction, and then the camera cuts to a random tree stump as a bucket of blood sprays on the tree stump.
The same tree stump. Just
same bucket of blood, same tree stump, same shot. Shout out Adam Green.
The blood is dripping into a heart.
Excellent. That gives you 2 more rewrites in the pool, and you may also purchase cinematics. So out on the lake,
But this is the real point of horror movies, is to teach kids to not have sex, because the murder will kill you right away.
Murder. Just don't have sex. You'll get murdered.
You won't get murdered if you don't have sex.
That's true.
Exactly.
We're on the lake rowing. Be like, I feel bad for leaving over there, but I got like Nick Cave tickets in 4 months, so I can't miss that shit,
That's a fair point. That's really important. You ever done anything like this before? That's a quip.
Fuck if I have, no.
This is kind of crazy.
I'm getting the fuck out of here, and this is gonna be years of therapy I'm gonna have to deal with. Fucking died back there. They're really fucking dead.
Yeah, that was a lot of people.
As you're rowing and you get about halfway across the lake, you hear, "Hey, hey, hey!" Like, I think there's a problem with my bus.
Fuck you, junkie.
Your compassion is overwhelming. That's another one.
And that's the second time you've gotten that quip in, so it's a +2 enhancement.
Oh,
So you're just going to ignore the cries of the drunken girl on the.
yeah, we're in the middle of the damn lake.
Excellent.
She gotta know the fucking gravity of the situation at this point,
I would like
Yeah.
both of you to make either your choice of a survival or an integrity roll, please.
Integrity. I don't have neither of those.
But you do have
Which one?
you do have
Where's
integrity in your one hitter though.
I do have integrity.
I don't think I have either of those.
Excellent. Just go ahead and give me a straight cunning roll, please.
Straight cunning roll. All right.
And then I can use my bonuses then?
Yes, you do get the extra dice from your quips.
1.
Excellent.
What does it say? All right, I got 2 successes.
Excellent. Oh god, so that's 2 10s, so that's 4 successes. Okay. So you are just kind of rowing along, having this conversation. You come to the conclusion that you're going to ignore this poor lady that's screaming for help. When the boat splinters upward in between the middle of the two of you, as the masked killer emerges from the water beneath you, breaking out of the floor of the boat. The boat.
I'm gonna pull out my switchblade and flick it open. And as soon as I can, I'm gonna stab at his face.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me a close combat roll. You can use might or dexterity at your leisure.
I'd just like to point out I've been preparing for this game for my entire life.
I take the safety off my gun and get ready to shoot him.
So, let's see. I can roll. So I roll what?
It's close combat, and then
Okay.
you would have either might or dexterity at your choice.
Okay.
And then you'll get a +1 enhancement from the knife.
Jesus.
So enhancement's not an extra die. Enhancement is an automatic success as long as you get a success on the roll.
Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the enhanced, and then the +1. So that's 6.
You pop the switchblade almost as if you were expecting him, despite the fact that you were surprised, almost if you were expecting him to pop up like this. You pop the switchblade open and just drive it straight into his eye. And in fact, drive it into his eye so deeply that your hand goes in to about the third knuckle into his eye socket as blood and sinew and eyeball goo start running down your knuckles, and you start screaming and he starts screaming, and it's just terribly gory and horrific. That was a total of 3 damage that you dealt to him.
I'll try to push him off the knife and my hand with my foot.
Excellent. You start pushing him off the knife. Now you can choose to do, you did a total of 3 damage. You can choose to do 1 or 2 less damage if you want to give enhancement to your friend who's about to shoot him, or you can just take the damage.
Mm. Sucks.
And
Let's
I
do.
will remind our dead friends that you can absolutely play any of the cinematics that you want now.
Yeah, I'll do 2 damage and 1 enhancement.
Excellent.
I can't think of a
Cinematic, cinematic close shot to the drunken girl as she's now barfing into the lake.
I mean, it's not really a cinematic, but sure, yes.
Okay, good.
Like, oh my god, I can't believe you left me here. Lionel.
What's Mike's character's name?
Lionel.
Lionel sees that there's a nice rock right next to him, so he can position himself to get a steady shot.
Excellent. You lean on this stone that you're sort of moving past. That'll cost you a rewrite, but sure, why not? You lean on this the stone as you line up your shot. And is there anything you would like to say before you fire?
I'll pull up my gun. How'd that get there? That's my quip.
Excellent. You have an extra die from your equip. Go ahead and roll aim and dexterity. Or if there's another attribute you'd like to make an argument for, I'm open to suggestions.
Okay. Let's do. Can I do like? Oh, let me see first. Let me do this. Can I do like composure to like?
Sure. Yeah, you're trying to keep your shit together.
Okay, and line the shot up. And then I got additional dice. Submit. 4 successes. But oh, 2 of those are 10s, right?
Yep, so those each count as 2. So that's 6
Oh, wait.
successes.
What's the top and bottom row? That's 3 10s I see?
Yep, so every 10 counts as 2. So you have 2 10s. Yep. Right?
So
No.
4,
So
5. Wait. 1, 2,
Seven.
3, 4. Yeah, because I got 3 10s, right?
yep. So
Nice.
7 plus your enhancement, so that's 8 total. You blast like half of his head off. There's exposed brain. Bits of skull are now missing. You've blown the potato sack pillowcase largely off of his head, and now it's hanging loosely around his neck,
It's the guy from the bike.
revealing the mangled and malformed, lumpy visage of what is left of his face. As he turns to look at you and screams again and tries to bring his hatchet down on your face.
I mean, I don't know if this applies, but can I use your existence is illogical?
You absolutely, that's one of your tropes, right?
Yes.
Absolutely can. Can you read to me what that does?
You've run the math, and the situation you're in is improbable, if not impossible. Therefore, this creature has no power over you when you are under mental assault via the use of an antagonist special power gain, +2 enhancement when rolling to defend yourself. Once per story, you may automatically succeed instead.
This would normally not count at all because it's not a mental power he's using on you, but I'm feeling generous. So I'm going to let you go ahead and have the +2 enhancement to your defense.
Okay.
Because I'm feeling nice. Go ahead and choose which. Would you like to rely on your stamina to take the hit? Resolve to just kind of keep your shit together, to be determined enough to keep your shit together, or composure to at least act like you're keeping your shit together as your defense?
Composure.
All right, so go ahead and roll composure. You have an enhancement of 2. So whatever you get, success is +2.
You said +2, right?
Yep.
All right. So 4 successes.
Excellent. He still manages to bring the hatchet down on your face. you go over the edge of the boat with the hatchet in your face. You take 4 levels of damage.
Wait, how does that work again? So,
So-
I'm on Don't Forget Me? Or?
Yeah, you're on Don't Forget Me.
Okay.
As near as the audience can see, though, you've just taken a hatchet to the face and fallen off the boat.
Okay.
Do we want to play any more cinematics as it comes around to Heather's turn? Given the apparent demise of Lionel, I am willing to allow the party to activate the Final Girl cinematic if they so choose.
Yeah.
You spend all
I think we
your
should.
spend all your remaining rewrites, and Heather gets what +1 scale on all rolls against the creature for the remainder of the scene.
I think that's good. What do you guys think?
I'm cool with that.
I'm dead.
Excellent.
I'm dead.
So after seeing your new friend go over the edge of the boat, and the boat is clearly sinking due to the hole in the bottom of it, you get a second wind, Heather. What would you like to do?
Okay, so he's gone under the water now, or no?
You don't currently see Lionel's under the water.
Right.
The killer is still up, absolutely in the boat.
Okay. And I haven't gotten my knife out of his face, or have I?
No, you withdrew your knife.
Okay. And his hatchet is gone then too, right?
Yes, his last time you saw his hatchet, it was in Lionel's face.
Okay. All right, that's what I was hoping for. Okay. And then I guess I'm gonna try to stab him. So, well, yeah. I'm gonna try to stab him so that I can swim off.
Excellent. Where are you aiming for with the knife, with the stabby?
His neck, I
Cut
guess.
his Achilles. Cut his
Well,
Achilles
no,
heel.
he's in the
Get the other
water.
eye.
Yeah, he looks over at you, and you see for just a moment as you lock eyes, the tortured soul of this poor cursed child who didn't have any cause in this. He's as much a victim as anyone he's killed. But aside from seeing that in his eye, you also see the pulsing swelling of his carotid artery in his neck, and are able to swipe at that with your knife. Go ahead. And
That's what I'm. And how do I do that again? I'm sorry.
Oh, you're
It's close
fine.
combat.
Yep, it's close combat, and then your choice of dexterity or might.
Dexterity. Okay, and then I have a +1 enhancement
+1 enhancement from the knife.
right between the eyes as well.
All right, so +2 enhancement, and then you also have additional +2 enhancement because you have scale from the Final Girl.
No, I don't.
No successes on the roll.
Not a single fucking one.
Oh no.
Not one.
Excellent. You swing. He lunges forward and tries to just grab your face and start squeezing. What would you like to rely on for your defense?
I'm gonna stick my thumbs into his eye and what serves for an eye hole at this point.
Excellent.
Same roll,
Yeah, go ahead and make the same roll.
except I only have a +1 enhancement then.
That is correct.
Okay. That's 2.
He got no successes. As he lunges forward towards you, you meet him and drive your thumb into his remaining eye, popping the eye as the two of you fall into the water.
Ew. And I'm gonna try to swim off.
We have a hard cut as the end credits come up.
Hey.
many years later, 3 or 4 years later, in the eventual sequel, when Madison, the drunken girl on the curb, goes to the local police to tell them what happened and brings them back to hunt down Victor Voorhees. As the entire SWAT team is being viciously and violently murdered by the returned body of our killer, he throws an axe at one of the cops and misses, just as a severely wounded but still kicking Lionel crawls up to the shore and goes, "You gotta be fucking kidding me," and gets hit in the face with the axe. And our final girl, Heather, will return in part 3 with very little explanation as to how she actually survived. So that,
Right.
my friends, was They Came from Camp Murder Lake, using the quick play rules, and they came from the RPG anthology. Any questions, comments, complaints, or concerns about tonight's session and story?
No,
I
that
think
was
all
a
the
lot of fun.
Tumblr girlies made fan accounts about Lionel, and there's a bunch of little gifs of like his scenes and stuff like that. And that's the legacy I want to leave behind. So
along with your tickets.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And your
oh my
accent.
god, why can't boys just like this? And he's like wearing his little crop top and his like eyeliner and stuff like that, so
I am glad that you enjoyed it and had a good time. If you're watching this and you had a good time, do consider heading over and supporting the They Came From the RPG Anthology Kickstarter. It's a new core book for They Came From. It's got the quick play rules we're using tonight. They're compatible with any genre. There are 5 genres that are already in the book, and then we're doing voting for additional genres throughout the course of the campaign. There's 2 weeks left. I think there's 2 more votes left for deciding what genres are going to be in the book. And of course, you can find They Came From Camp Murder Lake in PDF and POD over at Drive-Thru RPG. I will go ahead and have everyone introduce themselves. Tell us who you are, what you do, who you're playing, your pronouns, their pronouns, and anything you would like to promote. And we will start this off with our lovely Lionel. Lionel, please give us your details.
Hey guys, I'm Mike Newton. Today I was playing Lionel. Both of us, he, him. Lionel's inspired by an artist from New York called Blue Anxiety, who is this goth act who has got this like really strong Jersey accent or like New York accent that I loved a lot when I saw him a couple years ago. So shout out to Blue Anxiety. And yeah, this was fun. In real life, I'm a comic artist out of Chicago. Many things being worked on right now. So follow me on Instagram at Mike_Mutant.
Excellent. Rock and roll. Next up, we have the Hellcat, Heather, our wild child who survived, but didn't come back for the second movie, probably because of like scheduling conflicts, and then has a triumphant return in the third movie, much like Nancy in the original Nightmare on Elm Street. So please tell us who you are,
Right.
who you're playing, all your pertinence.
Yep. I am Sarah Sharnover, she, her. I played Heather, also she, her. I am an author and I play video games online, and I'm also a horror enthusiast, hence the very large amounts of excitement I had for this game tonight. I actually had a whole lot of fun. I stream on Twitch all the time, and if you follow me, I'm just Wordsmith Sarah everywhere, and that's about it.
Excellent. And I will throw the link to your Twitch in the chat so folks can follow you. And while I'm doing that, Allie, if you could please give us your pertinence.
Sure, I'm Allie, she, her. I played Jack the Jock, he, him, and I actually have something to promote today. So my company asked me to be the keynote speaker at our Pride event on the 23rd. So I will be speaking about mental health and inclusion and being your authentic self.
That is
Yay!
awesome. Congratulations on that. That's super cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is this going to be something that we'll be able to see somehow online later or something? Is it somebody
I
gonna
think so.
record
I
it?
think I should be able to get a link and everybody can watch it. It'll be on the 23rd.
That would
So
be
I'll see if I can get a link to share.
that would be awesome. I would love to see it.
Thank you.
And congratulations. Next up, that brings us to our Innocent, which is hilarious to me that you were playing an Innocent.
Why is that supposed to be, Travis?
But you weren't innocent at the end.
You must mean me.
Yes, I do.
I'm Milena. She, they. I'm playing Becky. She, her. I had a lot of fun because I like. This is Bean. She wanted to be on camera. I really had a fun time. I like playing Becky, and I also love horror, so this was, very, very exciting. In real life, I am a artist, aerialist, yoga teacher, and soon to be personal trainer in the Midwest, and I do things on Instagram. Mostly lately it's just been thirst ass pics, so go and like my Milena Moves mindfully buttons. But I also post art if you're not interested in that. And I also have a Patreon.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And I will throw the link to your Patreon right there in the chat, so you can check that out. I highly recommend it. There's good tier that has like you get a card every month and some stickers and nice little art that I support at. So I recommend you check that out.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, we have a raid coming in from Murder Hobos and Chocobos. Thank you so much for the raid. Unfortunately, we are getting ready to wrap up here. You missed the murder, but if you are subscribed to our Twitch channel, you'll be able to watch the VOD instantly. Otherwise, it is available on our YouTube usually about a week after we stream. Sorry, and if you're new to the channel, I can't talk and type at the same time. It's a problem. But thank you so much for the raid. And that leaves me, Travis. My pronouns are he, they. When I'm not running games, I'm writing them. I at one time made horror films, so this was a lot of fun for me. I love doing gory kills. It was a lot of fun. Thank you all so much for the opportunity to do so. I want to remind you again that the reason for the season is they came from the RPG Anthology Kickstarter, which is currently live. Got about 2 weeks left in it. Lots of cool add-ons you can pick up. Where last time I checked, we were about 1,400 from funding. So if we could be closer to that by the time the stream is over, that would be awesome. I also will be doing another stream on Friday. I'll be a player at 3 p.m. Eastern. There's a little graphic under my face for it, where we will be doing one of the settings that's included in the anthology. They came from Cowboy Gulch, which I'm very much looking forward to. I love Westerns, and I love comedies that make fun of Westerns. So I will be playing a character that is loosely based on Seth MacFarlane's character from A Million Ways to Die in the West. I'm a sheep farmer that doesn't know how to shoot. Should be a lot of fun. There's what else do I need to let you know about? Onyx PathCon coming up the 16th through 18th. Definitely come check that out. There's a lot of events going on. We have all of the events are now programmed in the Onyx Path Discord. So if you head over there, you can check. There's a full list of all the panels and all the actual plays that'll be going on. We're gonna have content on, I think, 5 channels simultaneous. It's a lot. There's a lot going on. So definitely check that out. And if you want to run some games during the convention, which will also help support our charity of choice, Bodana Group, we have partnered with Start Playing Games to facilitate that. So come and check that out as well. I think that's all the stuff I absolutely positively had to share with you. Oh, it's not. One last thing. I would be a very sad panda if I did not mention to you that the apocalyptic record for Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th Anniversary Edition is now available in PDF and POD over at Drive Through RPG. So head over there, pick that up, tell your friends. And yeah, we will get out of your hair. Thank you again so much to the audience for being here tonight, for watching the chat. It was cracking me up. Thank you all. I'm glad you all had a good time. I had a blast. Thank you to my players for taking this leap with me. Normally, like I said, every first, third, and fifth Wednesday, normally we're playing Scarred Lands, which is the Onyx Path OGL D&D setting. So it's nice to be able to step out of that for a little bit and make a horror movie. If you would all be so kind to hang around, we're going to raid over to Dork Tales, good friends of the channel who will also be participating in Onyx PathCon. And until then, wash your hands, wear a mask, be good to yourselves and each other, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye.
Bye.